Hey everybody, I'm Cassie and this is Candid with Cassie. And I'm just sitting out here today enjoying nature and just kind of thinking about what I could talk today with you guys. And I feel like a lot of people don't usually talk about um how they what they do to stay positive in their lives. Very hard. It's always been very hard because we kind of have been trained and manipulated to kind of fight against each other, stay in a negative train of thought, um, learn certain things, learn how to do things a certain way, think a certain way. Like society has literally manipulated us to think a certain way, act a certain way, talk a certain way, behave a certain way. And I think it's time that we are like, no, like, I am going to figure out my way that works best for me. And I know that it takes a lot of hard work to have a positive mindset to when shit hits the fan, you're like, everything's okay. And then everybody's like, shit is literally hitting the fan. And you're sitting there saying everything's okay. It doesn't happen overnight, but every little small step counts. And I started my process of trying to renew the way I think and be a more positive person by giving myself more time. So, self care, meditating, reading, having morning routines is very healthy for starting the day on a positive note. Um, so, you kind of have to learn what works for you and what will get you through each hard time. And you kind of have to figure out like what troubles you faced and traumas you faced in the past that's keeping you from being optimistic, that's keeping you from having a positive mindset, that's keeping you from understanding in reality what you put in the world you're going to get back. So if you're going to say today sucks, well, you know what? God, universe, they're probably gonna make it suck. It's probably gonna be a crappy day. And a lot of people will say stuff and not really understand the real meaning behind it. Like, don't don't jinx it, right? Don't jinx it. So you say something bad and someone says, don't jinx it. That's because they're putting that negative energy out into the world. And people don't understand, like, when you say stuff like that, it's really true. You speak negatively, you're going to get an outcome of negativity. You meet negative people and you're going to realize everything in their life, they're always complaining, there's always everything wrong. So it's, you really just have to take yourself and pull it out of this mindset and this way of thinking and really renewing your mind and saying, okay, how can I grow from this experience? It could be the most horrible, traumatic experience in your life, but there's some way for you to grow from it. And a lot of people that have bad experiences in their lives that cause traumas, they can't move past it. They get stuck in this loop of constantly thinking of, well, this happened to me, so that's why I do drugs. This happened to me, so that's why I think it's just always going to happen to me like that. And yeah, it is going to always happen to you like that. And you're always going to be stuck in that negative mindset because you allow yourself, because you think this is all I have. It's great news today for you because it's not all you have. Your mind is so powerful. You have the power of God inside of you. And this is a fact. This is a fact. And I'm telling you, you just have this power inside of you and this energy inside of you that people are so, they're not familiar with, so it's scared to tap, it's very scary to start tapping into your intuition, into um things that really can help you have a great life, because we're so used to falling back on the past and falling back on the negative experience that we have, instead of reflecting on them and saying, you know what, that was actually something that helped me. And so the truth of the matter is, we've just been raised into society that doesn't allow you to tap into your full potential. And that's not okay. It's not okay. And so, I mean, some things that can really get you at a good vibration and in positive energy is like just being yourself. Authenticity is the highest vibration. You know, finding love for everyone in every situation. You know, loving yourself. I don't know if you know this, but shit happens to everybody. Shit's happened to me. Shit happens to everybody. So to sit here and say, well, this happened to me and that's why I behave that way, and it's not a healthy way to behave for you in your growth spiritually, mentally. It's an excuse, because it's very hard to actually focus on those traumas, tackle them so that you can become this new, improved, and grown person. It is hard. And so some things I do to help tackle my traumas, or has helped me overcome stuff that I didn't even realize was affecting me, is meditation, spending time alone with yourself. I do this every morning. I like to do in the morning because of where the sun's placed when I meditate in my spot, which is right here. And the birds in the morning are beautiful. And usually my neighbor's not playing music in the morning. So I really get to just be one with myself in nature and really reflect on my past and kind of working through those emotions and just even crying. And then I have clarity. You might sit here and think, oh, I'm going to meditate. How am I going to get clarity on that? Me just sitting with myself, my mind races so fast. What am I going to do? How am I going to do this? But just that's the train of thought. That's the mindset you have to get out of. So your left brain wants you to be comfortable. So you're going to say, oh, that's not going to work for me. But did you try it? You know what I mean? So I talk to myself a lot of the times. I'm a realtor, so I'm driving around all the time. And I think that talking to yourself and whatever else you believe in that's around you really helps you get the wisdom and guidance that you need to enjoy this experience and become a better person by the way you think. You're not reacting at this point. Once you grow so much, you're just responding. So not giving other people the power of flipping that switch for you. Oh my gosh, I used to go 0 to 100. You say one thing to me and boom, I am going off. And that was the old Cassie. And now I see, like, why would I give someone so much power over me? Did you earn that power? No, you did not earn that power. And no one will ever earn that power, because I am me and I control my own emotions, and I have understanding that I am control of this experience. Maybe not everything that happens to me, but I am in control of my emotions and how I respond instead of instantly reacting to it. Um I used to have a lot of horrible bosses when I was in property management. I want to say they were all horrible. There were some nasty ones. There were some strict ones. There was some very tedious, observant, every little detail, like just a nuisance. I felt like it was just a nuisance. Why are these people in my life? Why are they annoying me every day and I have to work with them? And then I realized, Cassie, snap out of it. These people are here to make you uncomfortable so you can grow, so you can understand moving forward how to work with people like this. Everybody's different, everybody works different. So I had to think to myself, you know what? I'm not gonna let this make my day miserable. I'm going to make this a situation where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna face this person today. What can I learn to help me grow and handle other situations that I'm going to have in my life? And working with people is not easy because y'all are crazy. We be crazy. And so just trying to stay positive in this world we live in alone is so hard. I mean, there's just so much crap going on that we're so blinded to that we don't even realize how we can really enjoy living and enjoy each experience to its fullest. So, like, for example, if my tire gets flat on my car, most people would be like, oh my gosh, it's ruining my whole day. But, like, why? It's a tire. Okay. And I understand not everybody has the finances to buy a new tire. And I understand that some people may not have a spare tire. But that moment in time is a trial, is a tribulation where everybody, God, the universe, whatever you believe in is watching you, how you respond. Are they going to respond gracefully? Because if you're not and you're going to make it this horrible moment, it's probably going to happen again until you get your response right. And so I try to think like, well, I don't want this to keep happening to me. Like, I don't want that to keep happening to me. How can I respond in a way that I have shown that I have taken the information, processed it, and came out with a new outlook, with some growth in the way I think and processed that moment. Um, I'm drinking a Red Bull today. I'm sorry. I felt like I wanted some wings. But the truth of the matter is, y'all can believe this or not. And y'all can tell me what you think about this. But we've literally all been manipulated our whole lives to keep our vibrations down, to keep our energy down, to be drained from these 9 to 5s, to be trapped to thinking I have to work 9 to 5 so that I can live my life. And then we're eating this food that they're poisoning us with. I'm sure most of you guys can at least agree with that. They tell you don't walk on the ground without socks on. It's unhealthy for you. You will get sick. I can say that I was raised walking barefoot and I never gotten sick from it. It's really great for grounding. It's really great for stabilizing your energy and removing that negative feeling, the negative vibrations that you carry, and removing negativity from others. So I just feel like we all need to become more aware that we can really make our own decisions and really do our own research instead of listening to what others tell you. So just remember, like, there's a whole internet of information, and they say it's good to eat your vegetables. Well, did you really look up what's good to eat as vegetables, or what? It's good to drink milk. Is it really good to drink milk, though? Is it really healthy to drink a bunch of milk? Is it? You guys can tell me. So all these little things that we were manipulated to think were good for us really was pushing us in the direction of staying in a negative vibration, staying in this conflicted state of being this robot, wanting to live this amazing life, but stuck as a robot. And once you get out of this mindset, life just becomes so much more beautiful to know that, okay, well, I don't have to listen to the news because it's all bullshit. I don't have to, excuse me, I keep burping, probably from the Red Bull. My point is, it's time for us to know that we are our own people, we are our own person, we are our own spirit. If you believe in the Holy Spirit, which I do, but that's separate from our spirit. So we need to learn how to take care of ourselves and our spirit to be able to reach the highest vibration, the best energy, positive state, so we can have this fulfilling life and grow spiritually as we were always meant to do. And they cripple us and try to hold us back from this understanding of who we are and what we really are. And I am so thankful that I'm not stuck in this chaotic state of fight or flight. You know what I mean? They want us stuck in this fight or flight so they can be whoever you want them to be. You know what I mean? But we're such beautiful beings with beautiful spirits that are being suppressed. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm to the point where I'm like, I want to shine bright. I want to do this self work, and I want to shine as bright as I can for others to see how beautiful this life can really be. Because there's too many people out here taking depression medication. You don't need that. There's too many people thinking, I can't do this, I can't do that. Yes, you can. You can literally heal yourself. And there's tons of knowledge online on how to do that, because I'm not a professional. I'm just here to talk to y'all. But I just hope you guys understand where I'm coming from with this. I am a mom, I'm a wife, I work, and I do a bunch of stuff. I just had lunch with my son at school, and people say, "Oh, I live this busy life. I don't have time." But you do. But you do. They make you think you don't have time, but you do. And if you would just take some time to yourself to work on those past experiences that have traumatized you, and to work on how you can refocus your mind to think more positively, I think that it will really impact the collective all together. If we could just all tap into that, and we can make a change and we can make a difference. And I'm just thinking of how beautiful the wind is right now. Anyways, I just wanted to hop on here and talk to you guys a little bit about kind of how to become a more positive person and understanding who and what you truly are. And we're all amazing. You guys are amazing. You're amazing. You're beautiful. And that self love is what's going to really propel you to be able to see the goodness in everything and the goodness in all the people, and know that things will always work together for your good. We are highly favored, and God will bless us as we bless others. I literally got to a point where I'm like, if I'm out in nature and I see a spider, I don't kill it. I just love it so much, and I hate spiders. But I'm like, I cannot kill you. I am literally in your habitat. How dare I? My daughter the other day was trying to chase out a spider to kill it when we were in Arkansas. And I'm like, please don't do that. Like, we literally came into hit its home, and now you're trying to hunt it down. In little things like that, I feel like God sees, like the compassion, the beauty that we have in us to say, you know what? That little guy has its own purpose over here in its own little home, and we're over here trying to destroy it. So I don't know if that y'all probably don't even care about that, but it doesn't matter. I said it for a reason. So even the little critters on the ground count. And so what I want you to start working on is positive affirmations in the morning, giving yourself some self time, being in the nature, grounding yourself, and go hug a tree. Tree huggers, it's a thing. And the reason why people hug trees is because it takes away those negative vibrations from you, and it takes away the negativity that you're carrying around that others give you, that you give yourself everywhere you go. And just hug a tree and then tell it thank you. Anyways, thanks for sitting with me today outside, and I hope that you all got something out of this podcast today.